I've always valued coaches and mentors. I used to play team handball on Team Canada, and I had coaches, I had a sports psychologist, I had people helping me with my weight lift. In my business, I've always had coaches. In my life, I had a life coach, mindset coach, all those coaches. They are extremely important. Today, I want to express to you what you should do to improve your mindset. And yeah, it has to do with, hiring the right resources, but hey, I'll tell you more in this video. Hi, I'm Fabienne Raphaël, business coach, and I'm here to help you monetize your knowledge so you can fire your boss. Today, I just wanted to, give you a few hits or tips on how to improve your mindset. And you know how mindset is important in business, but also in life. And the way you see things, the way you react to things, your philosophy on life, on why things are happening to you, will literally shape the person you become personally, like with your loved ones, but also really with the person you're working with. It's funny because most of the time, you will attract clients that share the same values as you do, but who are also eager about growing and becoming better versions of themselves, if this is one of the things that you focus on in your business, but also like in your personal life. I think I shared that story with you already, but I remember that one of the first conferences that I attended out of a business conference, the speaker just said that we are 100% responsible of what's happening in our lives. So we are 100% responsible of our life outcome. Oh my God. I remember that when I heard that, I was like, seriously? I was still like in the victim mindset mode. And I remember that I thought, what is she talking about? It's not my fault if this person is like that. It's not my fault if this happened in my life. It's not my fault if this friend decided that she or he didn't want to be my friend anymore. I was like really trying to find excuses and confront that statement that she had just done during that conference. But eventually, like with self-growth and mindset readings and, other conferences and just other life experiences and mingling with other people that are geared towards like mindset growth, I realized that she was totally right. And if you're not sure about that right now, ask yourself the right questions. You literally can't control what happens, but you surely can control the way you react to these events, okay? So you get to decide how you react to these events. I felt like sharing with you a few stories that are teaching great lessons about a few things concerning your mindset. And when you see things that way, it helps you gain another perspective and also being more, equipped to deal with setbacks, with challenges, with whatsoever other thing that might happen in your life eventually. So, first story is about twins. And these twins, they grew up with a dad that was alcoholic, that was beating them, that was violent, and that didn't really take great care of them. In their 20s, both of them, two separate lives. One of them was homeless, addicted to alcohol, not very fulfilled, alone, feeling alone, no friends. The other one became a lawyer, very accomplished professional, family, house, happy life. Actually, they both asked them the same question. Why do you think that you are leading or living the life that you are living today? And both of them replied the same thing. With the dad that I had no other choice. So that being said, you see that it's all a matter of perspective. So what happened to you in the past, you could either use it as a fuel, like something to fuel you, something you don't want to do, or you use it as something that brings you down even more, and maybe in a worse situation that you've witnessed yourself when you were younger. Lately, I've done a post about the fact that some people are hung up on the past, and that each time that you do that, literally, it's kind of like sabotage, because you are suffering again. So let's say when that event happened, let's say 10 years ago, whatsoever, and it happened. Of course, it was devastating for you. You had like negative feelings out of it. You might have been like frustrated, depressed, in a very bad situation and all of that. And it might have taken you like some time to heal from it. But then, it happened 10 years ago. But now when you take that same event today and you remind yourself of it, but not using it as, the lessons that you learned from it, but reliving it or re-experiencing it, you're just literally make yourself suffer. Like you are, like sabotaging yourself. You are just like hurting yourself for no reason, because you bring yourself back to all these negative emotions, and it's not helping you focus your energy into what you aspire to become, or what you aspire to accomplish, or what you want to do. So basically, whatever happened to you in the past, and I'm not diminishing the intensity of what have happened. Some people experience trauma, like very dramatic ones, and it takes time to heal. But when you do heal, and when you do get like some lessons out of it, and you decide to really focus on the present moment and what you aspire to become or what you aspire to accomplish, then your energy shifts, and what happened in the past becomes the fuel for you to become a better person and being able to overcome all these challenges that will eventually come on the path, because everybody experiences them. Another story that I wanted to share with you was the crab story. Crabs that are in a jar, and the jar is like this, right? And they put a few of them in the bottom of the jar. So basically their reflex is to try to climb, on the sides to get out of the jar, right? They try to climb it, but the way it's done, it's not working out. Like everyone in this world, and especially like entrepreneurs, that 1% of people that really aspire for more, like you listening to this video right now, high achiever, okay? So in this bowl, you will be that crab that will do whatever it takes to get out of the jar. So what you will do, you'll try to climb, and you'll try to get out of it, and you'll still put some effort. But what will happen with the rest of the population of the crabs, they will say like, no, don't even try it. We've been working on it for so long. It's not working. Forget about it. And they will pull you down. They will actually, all of them, surround you and try to pull you down and say, don't overthink it. Don't even try. We've tried it already. It's impossible. It's not working. Okay? So the moral of the story is if you choose that route, if you choose entrepreneurship, if you choose yourself, if you choose your purpose and the people that you are going to help, or the people that you'll change their lives, remember that the majority of people are not following you on that path, okay? So basically, there are some people that will try to bring you down. There are some people that will pull you and try to bring you at their level instead of letting you soar to that level that you want to gain, right? So basically, this story is about environment. Surround yourself with the people who care about your success and who uplift you, right? And right now I'm thinking about my 3 business besties. They are always there for me whenever I have a question or I want to share something, happy or less happy. They're there and they understand what I'm going through because they're going through the same thing. And they understand the hurdles, they understand the challenges, they understand what it means when I hit a goal. They understand all of it because they are exactly like in the same situation. They're doing it themselves. So please stop having business conversations with people who are not in business. They will never get you unless they also want to be in business and that they do that first step in order to change their situation. Okay, so don't be like the crab jar. Don't get stuck in the crab's jar. Another story that I heard from Jim Rohn, and it has to do with again, with the environment. So when you have your coffee, you're drinking coffee. So right now, like we are shooting our YouTube videos, and now I have this habit of doing coffee for Richard, my videographer, and for myself. So before we start shooting, like we drink coffee, and in between the videos, I go and take a sip and all of that. So Jim Rohn shares a story about how you should protect your coffee. So your best friend could accidentally put some poison in your coffee. And when you drink it, what happens? You die, right? And your worst enemy might put accidentally some salt into your coffee. Well, other than the coffee not tasting very well, you're not dying, but it's not necessarily good. So in fact, the moral of the story here is that you have to watch your coffee, and the coffee is your mind, okay? So basically, the people that are harming you the most might be the people that are closest to you right now. I know that this is a very sensitive topic because you love your family, you love your best friends, you love your neighbors, you love like your cousins, you love whoever you grew up with. But sometimes when you decide to take a different path, some of these people, even if they're very close to you, they're not supporting what you're doing. In fact, they're trying to discourage you, or they're trying to let you know like all the reasons why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing, right? There's a joke among, the entrepreneurial world, like, that a ton of family members have no clue what we're doing, especially when you're working online. When you talk about the fact that you are full-time an online coach, like people don't get it. What you mean? You work from home, like on the internet? Like, yeah, you have clients, like, how do they pay you or how whatsoever? And they don't get it. And it's okay. And it's okay. And as I said before, that's why you need to focus into like really having an environment of people that really support what you're doing, not that are trying to find excuses or reasons why you shouldn't go forward. Okay, so protect your coffee, as Jim Rohn would say. The last one is a mouse that is in a jar, and there's a ton of food in it, okay? So basically the mouse is very happy because, it can eat whenever, whatsoever. But the thing is, like, the more that the mouse eats, the lower that the food becomes. So at a certain point, the mouse reaches a level where the food is so low that it's impossible for the mouse to get out of the jar anymore. Okay, so the moral story here is the short-term pleasure that could lead to a long-term trap. Okay, so basically, like, when things are happening and you're very happy about them, or if you try to go for a quick win or for a big shot and you're not necessarily thinking about what will happen next, well, you might fool yourself into believing that you've made it, but eventually what awaits is a very slumpy period, or a down period for yourself or for your business. So that's the moral of the story here. And I love actually stories, and I'm sure that you do have some stories about the lessons that you learned for your mindset, for your life, for your business, for your love life. Yes, you might have heard some stories that are very inspiring to you and that you might want to share with me and with other people that are reading the comments. So write these stories below, and I will see you in the next video.